Good afternoon and welcome to the COP update for this Thursday afternoon. I'm Gav, this is the LFC Daytrippers, you know how it works by now. Plenty of people in already, plenty of people hitting the like button, continue to do that. Reclaimer will be in sometime soon to make sure you've hit the 100 mark that he insists on every show at 2 p.m. Like, subscribe, share, and most of all, stick your comments in there with anything you've seen about Liverpool that I may not have seen this morning while looking up a few bits. Sass Copite says, good morning from Canada. Our national team is one result away from guaranteeing our place in Qatar. All Irish are welcome to adopt Canada in the World Cup. Yeah, we'd adopt anyone, to be perfectly honest with you. Once a team are a good bit of crack, Ireland will be all over it. You know, we'll definitely pick a favourite as it starts and get right behind it. We at the Daytrippers were out Cape Verde for the Afcon and went out after loads of players had food poisoning, 2 sent off, and went out to Sadio Mane, Senegal, in fairness, didn't they? So it's one of those. As I said, hit the like button. 40 plus shows a month, free on YouTube and across all podcast platforms, and we're working very hard to bring you something extra that will help you interact with us outside of shows, again free outside of shows that may help you. So we're looking into something like that, so keep hitting the like button, keep watching, keep subscribing, sharing and all that messing, and I'll get on to our charity later. Key Plunkett's in the house. How's it going, folks? I seen Shawnee there as well saying afternoon, people. I'm glad they're both here because we're going to have a cracking show later on the Man on Football show about big transfers that just didn't work out. Shawnee has a theory. He's going to share it with you at 10 p.m. on this channel for Man on Football show. So make sure you check that out as well. So let's get on to some Liverpool news. First of all, we have got Cardiff on Sunday, and I'm going to come to that. I'm going to try to predict the team by the time the half an hour is up. But Liverpool have just, I seen on Twitter, they've reiterated what's going on around the stadium with regards to match days, just getting there early, using your ticket or your paperless ticket. Be advised with regards to the Anfield Road, it's no longer a true road, so just, you know, give yourself extra time heading to the stadium. That's especially for Cardiff fans who are accessing the Anfield Road end on Sunday. Bags aren't permitted unless, you know, they're a certain size and they contain maybe medicines and stuff bought from the club shop, but they will be checked. You don't need the COVID pass from what I can make out due to an easing of restrictions, but constantly wash hands and stuff like that. So just, if you're going to the match on Sunday, enjoy. Check out Liverpool's Twitter because they have got a post up there with regards to the game on Sunday. Getting there, getting into the ground, what you can bring in, what you can't, and all that sort of stuff, just to keep everyone safe and make sure that, you know, the ground doesn't have to go back to, you know, or football doesn't have to go back to no fans or, you know, restriction on fans. So just check that out if you're going to the match on Sunday. Sadio Mane made the Afcon final last night. His side beat Burkina Faso 3-1 in the semi-final. Sadio, it's a lovely story actually. It's a lovely story. I'm gonna try to bring it up here if I can find it. It's from Sadiq Adams on Twitter. He says, Liverpool star Sadio Mane flew 50 Senegalese fans to Cameroon from his own pocket to watch yesterday's semi-final versus Burkina Faso. He has promised to pay for more fans to fly in for the final on Sunday, which is, it's cracking, isn't it? What a guy he is. What a guy he is. The disrespect Salah gets is beyond belief. Is this in regard to the Cameroon defender that says he doesn't rate him? Scores loads of goals but doesn't do much. I think he stripped himself up there a little bit, I'm going to be honest with you. But look, Sadio Mane made the final last night. Absolutely delighted for him. Cameroon versus Egypt, which we got on to in a few minutes in the other semi-final. But, you know, that game last night kind of came to life in the latter stages. Diallo opens the scoring for Senegal. You have Guy makes it 2-0, I think, off a Mane. Yeah, he's off a Mane assist, and then Mane wraps it up near the end with a brilliant finish to make it 3-1. But, you know, it's one of those where it's great to see one of our players in the final. I really hope the other one gets there. But Sadio Mane is flying fans in from Senegal to Cameroon. It's absolutely brilliant. Battery says, Legend Gav, keep up the good work. I'll turn up if you do. That's how it goes. Log in on phone and laptop and like twice, says Emma Kavanagh. That's a lot of work for people, that. That's a lot of work. The ones will do. Once we get to 100, yeah, Reclaimer will be fine. Sadio with the goal and assist yesterday. Hope he can keep this form when he comes back. He's been great at the Afcon. He has. He's been excellent at the Afcon. Anytime I've seen him, I've seen some games in full. I've seen some just highlights, but he's looked really, really, really up for it. Mane was mustard last night, says Garmack. Yeah, he was. He played really, really well. Big up, Gav. Can't wait for the photos of Luis Diaz today. I think there was a photo of him in Paris yesterday, and then somebody, how do you remember this stuff? They said, do you remember Coutinho had to go through Paris for the work permit and get all the stuff in place? So I'm hoping we see Luis Diaz today or tomorrow in around Liverpool, and I'm still hoping he'll be involved on Sunday. I'm not holding my breath on it, but I'm still holding out some hope on it. The Egypt team talk is done for tonight. It absolutely is, with those comments from the Cameroon defender. I have them. I actually have them. If you want to give me a second, and I'll check them out, because as always, Kev and Chris and Shawnee and Keith keep me well informed with this sort of stuff. Abubakar was the person that was doing the commenting on it. Just, I have to find it here. Here we go. No, it won't load. Oh, it will load. Abubakar on Salah, he doesn't really impress me that much. I say it clearly because I'm an honest person and I have my way of seeing things. If he impressed me, I would say so. He doesn't impress me much. Just keep saying that. He's a good player. He scores a lot, but doesn't produce a lot of stuff in the game. I don't know what player he's watching. I genuinely don't. Go to Anfield and watch Salah every time he gets the ball. Everyone's on the edge of their seat. Everyone is, absolutely just waiting for him to do something, because a lot of the time he does. Emmett wants us to lump on Salah to score tonight. Yeah, could be. I didn't see all the Afcon games, says Kieran B, but I have seen a couple of the Senegal and Egypt games. Will Mane be on for player of the tournament? He's done a bit better than Mo for me. He's on a way better team, though, in his opinion. Sadio has looked really, really sharp. He has looked really, really sharp. Let's be honest about it. Kev O'Sullivan says there he's as sharp as he's seen him in a long time. He's taken that Diaz signing personal. So look, he's the tournament's top scorer, says Laszlo. Afternoon Tripper says, here's the Reclaimer now. He will report on all likes and he will want that to get to 100. So we were talking yesterday, and I think it was Jordan Dish show yesterday, or it might have been last night. I've lost memories. It's all shows run into one at this stage. But Liverpool basically confirmed this morning the Premier League fixture with Leeds United has been rescheduled for Wednesday the 23rd of February. Now, in that period, Chelsea have to play the second leg of their Champions League on the Tuesday the 22nd. So it looks like this. We have Norwich on home on the 19th, Saturday. We have Leeds on the Wednesday at home, and we play Chelsea in the League Cup final on the Sunday. Leeds have to play on the Sunday against United at home. They have to travel to us on the Wednesday. They have to play Spurs away on Saturday the 26th. And Chelsea are away to Palace on the 19th, home to Lille on the 22nd, the night before our Leeds game, and then play us at Wembley on the 22nd. So as much as it's the only midweek we kind of have, everyone is trying to fit in games, as you can see. So it's one of those. But look, it's just the way it is. It's just the way it is, and there's nothing really we can do about it. Let me see. There's still some kind of transfer rumour going around. Paulo Dybala is still being mentioned, so we have to wait and see. Rumour that another couple of clubs are looking at Fabio Carvalho, but there's been a couple of pieces then that have come out to say no, it's that Liverpool are very, very confident of getting that one done. Prakar Singh, I've seen this last night, and Dylan O'Rourke said the same. The concussion knocked him back to 2018-19. And Mane, he's just looked very, very sharp, and I'm hoping he does come back and do really well. Sadio to win the Afcon for me, says Stu Mack. I don't know if he's winning it for you personally, but I know we are going. Let me see. Harvey Elliott. Will we see him on Sunday? Let's hope and see. There's a couple of bits going around there, but there's nothing major at the moment. I wanted to talk really about Cardiff at the weekend. You know, we're going to do a show at 10 o'clock tonight. You know about that. The lads are going to cover stuff tomorrow at 10 o'clock as well. And they will definitely talk Cardiff. But I wanted to see what your thoughts were on the lineup, or possible lineup, for Cardiff at the weekend. Have a little think about it there, and I'll read out a couple of more comments. Barry Devaney says Thiago's back in full training. Hopefully stays fit till the season ends now. Yeah, listen, they were, I think it was a bit touch and go on Thiago whether he'd be back for Cardiff. Klopp said this about 10 days ago. I think he said that, you know, we're hoping to have Harvey Elliott involved, which is amazing. Thiago being back for Cardiff, I think, is brilliant. It's the perfect game to bring him back in. Origi obviously won't be, and we wait on Luis Diaz to see if he is available and can play, or will be chosen to play in this game on Sunday. But to have Thiago back is huge. It's just brilliant to see all these players back. You know, Sadio and Mo obviously won't be there. They're hoping to be contesting a Afcon final on Sunday, so they might be back for Leicester. I'd say. Kev doesn't think so. We were talking about this last night. Chris thinks Salah will want to play regardless, and I think Mane will be as well. But if they win on Sunday, back Tuesday probably, you know, we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. The Leeds game kind of is what it is. There's not many options available. 7 games in 22 days. Good to have a fit squad to pick from. That's what it is. We know how many games are coming. You know, like if we go decent in the Champions League, there's a possible number 7. 7 more games there. The FA Cup is probably another 5, is it? 5, I think, in that. You've got the League Cup final, you have 15 or 16 league games. There's a lot of football there if we keep progressing. And to have these players coming back, I think, is absolutely, it's brilliant. And I can't remember the last time I've gone into this period going, geez, we've literally nobody out. Bar Origi, we've nobody out. Coming back at the right time as well. Let me see. Reports saying Carvalho could be announced in the next few days. Yeah, that's from Emma. Look, you're always going to get reported there that, another few teams have come in now and they might try hijack it and bid what Liverpool are bidding and see if they can. But we have to wait and see. But for me, the people that you would find as fairly reliable, or the most reliable out of a certain bunch, seem to think that this could be done. It's already agreed and could be announced, and it can be announced at any time. You see, there's no problem there. You can announce you can announce a transfer whenever you like. You just can't make it happen until, you know, it goes past a certain amount of time and the window opens or whatever it might be. But you can absolutely have a deal in place. There's no problem there. Kieran B likes Diabala. He's tidy. I go for someone around 5 or 6 years younger though. In Suarez's book, he mentions getting his visa in Dublin, so anyone on Henry Street, keep an eye out for Diaz. He has been apparently spotted in France, in Paris, so we'll have to wait and see. Let me see. Same happened last time a coach said he had a plan for Salah, goal and an assist. So, yeah, I'd love to see Salah win it tonight. And then I don't know who I pick on Sunday. I think it's too hard to pick. I really do. Senegal have been runners-up a couple of times in this competition, haven't they? So you could argue that way. Then you look at just purely on a Salah basis, you know, I think it cements him as the best player in the world. To do that with his country as well, and probably gives him a real go for the Ballon d'Or as well. So you don't know. Look, it's hard to pick if the two boys going to. Glenn Parsons wants to see Naby start. Well, Naby was knocked out of the tournament early-ish, wasn't he? With Guinea, so he should be back ready to go. So Cardiff away have a good record. They won't be mugs, plus we don't come back from breaks well. So Kev O'Sullivan. Yeah, their away form's much better than their home form, I think I read a couple of weeks ago. But they started the season really well under Mick McCarthy, and then it just went really, really badly. He's obviously gone. I don't even know who's in the Cardiff job at this stage. But you know, they're going to be up for it. They'll have 5,000 or 6,000 fans at Anfield at the weekend, making plenty of noise and getting behind their team. So we have to pick something that's fairly balanced and can get the job done. Carvalho can't be announced. He can't speak to Liverpool until the end of May, says Barry Devaney. No, I think he can. Like, Virgil van Dijk was announced as a Liverpool player 4 days before the window opened. You know what I mean? Now, the only thing I would say, Barry, is you could be right on the fact that he's running out of a contract. Okay? but I'm not too sure. I think you can do a transfer anytime you want. You just can't. Maybe you can't announce it. Maybe you're right, but we'll have to wait and see. But if that's the case, we're just going to sit here till May, even if the deal's done and no one will know about it. But you'll kind of find out that it's done, in fairness. 65 likes the Reclaimer want, 66 the Reclaimer will want 34 more, please. JLL, the boys, says Kelleher, Trent, Simicast, Kanate, Gomez, Thiago, Elliott, Jones, Bobby, Ox, Gordon, he wants. It's an interesting one, actually. I'm going to try to do mine in a couple of minutes. Just want Diaz involved. Don't care if it's only for 10 minutes as Patrick Flaherty. We'll have to wait. You'll get more of an idea. If he shows up in Liverpool today or tomorrow, you go, there's a chance. If you don't see anything with pictures and stuff like that, I don't think it's going to happen. But we'll have to wait and see. Kevin says, Barry, we can agree the deal now instead of bringing it to a tribunal, which Fulham don't want. Yeah, I think you can agree a deal. But then, I think you're right, Kev, but I think the thing with Barry is trying to say is you can't announce it. Because we're not free to talk to him. But I thought we would be. I think he can agree a deal with anybody outside the UK on a pre-contract. But I think because it's a transfer and there's money involved, yeah, I think it can be done. But look, if it happens, we'll find out, even if we're not meant to. You know what I mean? It's one of those. The Liverpool can agree a deal once Carvalho enters the final month of his contract, says the Reclaimer. Diaz signed at the perfect time, Gav, says Garmack. Yeah, he's a good signing, and I just think it's a perfect game for him to come in and have a go. I really do. Full strength against Cardiff. These boys needs a game after 2 weeks off before Leicester. That's a good shout as well. But are we going to see Kevin Kelleher in goal because he's the cup goalkeeper? So we'll have to wait and see. Hannah is in. She says afternoon. Good afternoon, Hannah. Let me see what else we have here. Cardiff players and coaching staff were boxing heads in tunnel against opponents last night. Oh, yeah, you'll have to link me up with that. See what goes on. Sas Coppy, midfielder Fab, Naby, Hendo, with Thiago for Naby, Harvey for Hendo, and maybe Martin for Fabinho as the game goes on. Yeah, because you have the 5 subs. Tom Finn says Sadio to PSG, done deal. He reckons. Tom Flynn says. We'll have to wait and see. Let me see. Anyone see old Roy talking about how the Watford job was like mermaid sirens calling to the sailors? Oh, sounds a bit like Eric Cantona. Do you remember he was talking about the trawler and all that sort of stuff? Kelleher, Bradley, Gomez, Matip, Simicast, Morton, Milner, Jones, Gordon, Firmino, Ox. That's for Dylan O'Rourke. Elliott probably won't start. Klopp will ease him back in, says Kevin Ball. Gav sporting the golf sweater out practicing? No, it just happens to be the sweater of choice today. I might go out and do some practice later. Probably can't announce it, but if we have agreed it will probably come out through a journalist as Kevin Ball. That's what I think is most likely to happen. Most likely to happen. So, my team for Cardiff, I'd play Kelleher in goal, 100%. I would definitely play Trent. He's had a rest. He can play Sunday, Thursday, no problem. I'd play Simicast left back. It's an opportunity to give him a game and he deserves it. Centre back, I think he'll go Van Dijk and Gomez. Get Gomez a game alongside Van Dijk. Midfield, I don't know if Thiago or Elliott start. I think he might go Fabinho, Naby, Hendo. It's a great point someone made earlier. They all need something before they go into this Leicester game. And up front, I would play Cade Gordon. I will play Minamino's been away on international duty. Cade Gordon, Jota, Firmino. That's what I would go with. It's really, really strong. It gives players a chance. You have 5 subs. So if you wanted to do Elliott, if you wanted to do Minamino, if you wanted to do an Elliott, Thiago, a Kanate, Robertson to come on for a bit. There's loads of options there to get 4 or 5 of them sometime as well. Presuming that it goes to plan and it's not like an absolute helter-skelter game where it's not finished by 65 and we can put some players on, you know what I mean? Sam says Kelleher, Milner, Gomez, Kanate, Tsimikas, Morton, Jones, Ox, Jota, Firmino, Gordon. 5 subs will be Trent, Fab, Thiago, Elliott, Diaz. Last 20-30 minutes. He's confident Diaz will play. Kev has Kelleher, Trent, Matip, Gomez, Robbo, Henderson, Thiago, Naby, Ox, Firmino, Jota. Okay. Emma goes Kelleher, Trent, Kanate, Gomez, Tsimikas, Fabinho, Naby, Hendo, Jota, Gordon, Bobby. That's fairly close to me, I think, except I have Van Dijk in for Kanate. What about Diaz? I'm going on the presumption he's not going to be involved, if that's okay. I'm going on the presumptions that he will not be involved. As I said, there's not an awful lot of news around Liverpool, so coming in here and you throwing teams at me and throwing at a bit you've seen is absolutely excellent, and we need to keep that going on a daily basis. I do look up as much as I can. The lads in the background throw loads of stuff at me as well, or as much as they can find, but it's not a hell of a lot at the moment. But it will kick into gear now, I suppose, with all these games coming up, and there will be more talking points. Celtic played a Japanese lad against Rangers after playing the day before for Japan. No problem for Taki to play. Plus he's on form with 2 goals while away. Yeah, I seen that guy coming on for Celtic as a sub. I think he got half an hour last night. Good game that, by the way. Had that on as well. Celtic went absolutely insane in the first half against Rangers, and the guy in the middle of the park for them, who got 2 and an assist, was absolutely outstanding. He was absolutely outstanding from start to finish. He got taken off with about on 60, 65, whatever it was, and I'm not surprised. He nearly dragged himself off the pitch. He never, ever, ever stopped. It was unbelievable. The atmosphere was incredible. JL, the boys, says Celtic last night, what an atmosphere. It looked absolutely incredible, but I would say, and I think the commentators on the game last night said it, those 2 clubs need to get together, make an agreement as to how many away supporters are allowed on the ground, and get it back to normal. As much as it was great seeing 60,000 Celtic fans going absolutely apeshit last night, just that bit of, at Ibrox, Celtic usually get behind the goal, 5,000 tickets or whatever it might be. At Celtic Park, Rangers get, I think it's 1 corner and an upper part for 5,000 tickets, and or 1 block behind 1 goal at 5,000 tickets. And I just think it makes such a spectacle. Because it was a really good game last night. The atmosphere was incredible. There was some good goals in it, but I'd like to see them sorted out where they can get away fans back in. So we'll have to wait and see on that. Daizan Maida was his name. Hatate got the 2. That's 3 goals in 3 games for him. Yeah, Tate was just outstanding in that. Celtic didn't even have their full team last night. I'd say they go on and win the league. I'd say it'd be very tight. I think Rangers have a few to come back as well, but Celtic are missing quite a few bodies. That is fair to say. 77 likes, you need 23. 78, you need 22 more before we finish up, which will be in about 2 minutes' time. Key Plunker wants Kelleher, Milner, Kanate, Gomez, Tsimikas, Hendo, Jones, Keita, Jota, Bobby, and Gordon. Mark Ogden is reporting, according to Lever Imberland, says Mark Ogden, Liverpool will try for Saka along with Man City this summer. If Arsenal don't make top 4, maybe. I think if Arsenal make top 4, I think Martinelli and Saka will be they'll be circling around them from the 4th of July, or probably from the end of May, if it's confirmed, when it is confirmed whether they have Champions League or not. Fabinho played for Brazil, maybe rested as it's a cup game, and we should have bodies back to cover him. Fair enough, but I like Fabinho in a rhythm. I like Fabinho in a rhythm, especially coming up against Leicester, who I want to beat so much on Thursday night. That's about it for us. Don't forget Féileacáin, our sponsor. They're not our sponsor, they're our charity. A brilliant charity. We're working so hard. We're a couple of weeks in. We're closing in on €2,000 raised already of the 10, which means we're only 20% there. And if anyone deserves this 10,000, this crowd do. In the description, you will see the link for their website. Tells you all about them, the work they do, and the people they help. It's outstanding work they do. And there's also the link to the donate page. If you're thinking about putting a super chat in, or you're thinking about doing anything like that, give it to them instead. We'd much prefer you give it to them instead of super chats, to be perfectly honest. The donate page is in the show description, and if you go to lfcdt.com, along with all our content and stuff. On the front page, you will see Féileacáin's link to their website and the link to the donate page. And we're going to try really, really hard. The golf day is more or less sold out. It is for players that want to play. It's nearly sold out with regards to sponsorship. And we keep adding the sponsors into the donations at the moment. And that's brought it near or close to 2,000. So we really want to get to 10,000 with this. We really want to be able to go out on the 10th of June for this golf day and say, you know what, we got what we needed. We got the 10 grand. And it'll just be a brilliant thing to do for this charity. So check it out if you can. That has been the Cop Update for Thursday. I will be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. Make sure you check out Man on Football Show tonight on this channel. Me, Shawnee and Keith talking big transfers that just didn't cut it. Shawnee has a theory. And when Shawnee has a theory, he talks with passion and people listen. So you'll enjoy it. But that's it. Talk to you in a bit. Over and out.